Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. There's this general saying that a man's worst enemy is actually from his household, even the Holy Book had mentioned it. While the agitation for Biafra is really fierce, is ongoing, it has gained a lot of momentum, a lot of criticism as well, but a lot of general support, especially from the Igbos generally. But as we speak, it looks like strong prominent politicians are beginning to call down their very own over the Onye the dot nation, which the president at some point during his interview mentioned, and it has become very trending. Don't forget that the Igbos have decided to make polos, shirts, t-shirts over that statement, and they started making money out of that statement, I must say. But before we go to the newspaper to find out what it is that is going on, that is trending, and Nigerians are wondering why should he be doing such to his very own, would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Don't forget that some days back, Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe proudly wore a polo with an inscription, the dot nation, that generated a lot of reaction, and his very own brother have tried to call him out as a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress APC in Lagos State. Joe Igbokwe has berated the Senate Minority Leader Enyinnaya Abaribe over his customized t-shirt, the dot nation. In his post on his social media page on Tuesday, Igbokwe described Abaribe as an ethnic bigot for displaying a t-shirt with the inscription of the dot nation on social media. The special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on drainage and water resources, some persons call it gutter ministry. I don't know why they call him that though. He said he will soon write a book on the Senate Minority Leader. Tatafo. Igbokwe also described the Abia State Senator as an elder for nothing, Mbonom, saying that the blood of the policemen, the blood of the uninformed youth killed would be accounted for in the fullness of time. Is it Abaribe that killed them? Let us continue. According to the APC chieftain, a senator and an ethnic bigot, an elder for nothing. The blood of those policemen and the uninformed youth killed in the southeast will be accounted for in the fullness of time. We cannot be mad all this time, he said. The special advisor to Governor Sanwo-Olu vowed to write on the minority leader, saying, I will soon write a book on Abaribe. And now let's look at this. This is really serious. Igbokwe has been on and off over this issue, especially when it comes to, if there's any person that has been so against Biafra agitation, has been Igbokwe. In fact, at some point, a lot of Igbos, and a lot of Igbos have always called him several names. They've called him Fulefu, some have called him Saboteur, some have called him Lost Person, some have called him that is not, in fact, that he's a Fulani born. Some said he's not an Igbo man, there's no Igbo blood in him. They've called him all sorts. And guess what? He's not moved. He seems not to be moved. He keeps on saying what he feels is right to him. But calling out Senator Abaribe openly, it's I don't know if it was wise, saying that, and also calling out Senator Abaribe, saying that the blood of the or killed policemen and uninformed youth, he will be accounted for by him. I was curious in that aspect because I was just wondering, how did Senator Abaribe affect or cause any social menaces in the southeast? He didn't. He just spoke the mind of a lot of Igbos out there. And if you take census of when it comes to Southeasterners, take census, they love Abaribe, Senator Abaribe. He's one person that, in fact, a lot of Nigerians love him. He's one person that is very strong, very vocal. I don't know, but he seems to be very bold. Courageous. He's brave. He sees what he sees. He says. I don't know why, but they seem not to challenge him probably because he's one of the oldest senators in the house, but he knows his onions. I could still remember during the hashtag NSAS when the protesters came, actually during the time when I think the handicap or so at some point went down to see the Senate. So a lot of senators were scared to come talk to the protesters. They were really scared. Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe came out. He didn't just come out, he addressed them. He said, look, whatever the issue is, we can't just talk about it now. Write it down. I watched the clip. He said, write it down. In case you're looking for, or if they don't allow you, tell them you're going to a room. He mentioned his office room. He said, bring it and so we can table it to the floor during the plenary. I was so impressed. Other senators were just dodging because the protesters insisted that they must talk to a sitting senator. And he came out. He was bold because one, there's this general thing that when you know your hands are clean, you won't be scared of anything. Do you understand? Because you know you'll be speaking for the mind of the people, you'll be speaking for the people. But where I got to beat, I was just wondering, why would the Igbokwe say that they hand the blood of? What about if you say the blood of and the people, the blood of policemen that went down will be he will account for it? Did he tell anybody at any time to go, bringing down policemen? He never did, not once, not twice. He never did. Same thing, did he tell any uninformed youth to go and cause mayhem? He never did. In fact, at some point, after a while, some person started calling Enyinnaya Abaribe names at some point, saying that he said Biafra was a thing of the mind and not a geographical space and all that. But one thing I give it to Abaribe is that he keeps saying he practically speaks the mind of the people. But calling him a bigot, don't forget that the reason why he's wearing the shirt, the polo, is because it was said that they're like a circle in the dot. Why is Honorable Joe Igbokwe getting all vexed? It was already written there. It was not written, it was said on air, where the president himself that it was just a case of a dot, although there was another backup video where he said he wasn't referring to the Igbos, rather he was referring to probably the IPOB. That they're just a dot in the circle. Those agitating for Biafra, they're just a dot in the circle. That he wasn't referring to the generality of Igbo. That reminds me of what the human rights activist Enyinnaya said, that whether we want to hide behind the truth or veil the truth, that is it IPOB that owns shops and properties all around the north, the east, the west, that is in Igbos. So a lot of controversy followed it. So I think till today, until tomorrow, we still have what we call freedom of expression, freedom of speech, right to life, right to. So if Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe decides to wear a polo with Onye dot or the dot nation, is his life, in as much as it doesn't infringe on the rights of another person, then I don't think anyone should call him out. All right, there are bigger problems Nigeria is suffering. Onye dot is the least of the problem. We have issues of insecurity. Every day we keep hearing that they keep abducting people in the north. It has become a normal thing even in the southwest. Southeast now is following suit. Is it Onye dot we should be dragging over? I think it's the least of Nigeria's issue. We should look at the nitty-gritty of how this country will move forward and leave the Onye dot issues. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in the comments.